Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
An unfortunate pandemic shook the entire world in the wake of the new decade, and Roman Reigns refused to compete at WrestleMania 36 out of concern for his health, having battled leukemia twice before. Upon return a few months later, he introduced the Tribal Chief persona and aligned with Paul Heyman. The two were a smash hit for WWE, as they headlined every WrestleMania since 2021. Last year, Reigns' 1,316-day reign as the world champion capped off with him getting the main event spot on both nights. WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash says the head of the table will not close Night 1 this year in Las Vegas on April 19. Speaking on the Click This podcast, Kevin Nash claimed WWE would not put Roman Reigns above Jey Uso at WrestleMania 41, as Uso is the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble winner and is facing World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. While Nash is unsure if main event Jey or a women's title bout will headline Night 1, he firmly believes Reigns' triple threat match won't. Roman Reigns is not going to be in a title match, so he won't main event, Kevin Nash said. If they do anything, they're probably, do they usually do one female and one male? I mean, there's no way the last match of WrestleMania is not going to be John Cena and Cody Rhodes, he added. From 350 onwards, Cody Rhodes dethroned Roman Reigns on WrestleMania XL Night 2, and this year could be the first Show of Shows edition Reigns does not main event since debuting the Tribal Chief character in the fall of 2020. Kevin Nash also points to a particular detail in the Cody Rhodes vs. John Cena program that plagues Cena's game-changing heel turn. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins will sign a contract ahead of WrestleMania 41. While Roman Reigns vs. CM Punk vs. Seth Rollins is a big match worthy of getting the main event slot of WrestleMania 41 Night 1, 4 world title contests are on the card. The 2025 Women's Royal Rumble winner Charlotte Flair will challenge SmackDown's Tiffany Stratton, while WWE has to sort some things out with Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky on Raw. Finally, there is main event Jey's first WrestleMania headliner against the Ring General. However, will Uso get the prestigious main event slot at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on April 19? The WWE Universe has been buzzing ever since WrestleMania 40 concluded, leaving Roman Reigns at a crossroads. With the bloodline fractured and Solo Sikoa stepping up as an enforcer, questions have loomed about what lies ahead for the longest reigning Universal Champion of the modern era. Now, as speculation about WrestleMania 41 heats up, a WWE legend has made a shocking prediction regarding Reigns' fate on the grandest stage of them all, one that has sent waves through the industry. A legendary voice speaks out. On a recent episode of the Busted Open podcast, WWE Hall of Famer and former multi-time world champion, Edge, delivered a jaw-dropping take on what could happen to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41. People assume Roman is just gonna come back and reclaim his throne, but I don't think it's that simple anymore, Edge stated. What I see happening at WrestleMania 41 might be the biggest downfall in WWE history. And it won't be because he's lost his touch, it'll be because his own family won't let him get it back. The statement immediately set social media ablaze. Fans and analysts alike began dissecting what Edge meant. Would Reigns return only to be betrayed? Would the bloodline evolve into something even more dangerous in his absence? The bloodline power struggle. Since Roman Reigns took his hiatus after WrestleMania 40, Solo Sikoa has quietly assumed a leadership role in the bloodline. However, his methods have been far more ruthless. Under his reign, Jacob Fatu debuted as an unstoppable force, while Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa cemented their dominance. Unlike Roman, who operated with a calculated, cerebral approach, Solo has ruled with sheer brutality. Edge's prediction suggests that by WrestleMania 41, Reigns may find himself on the outside looking in, a shocking twist given his nearly 4-year run as the most dominant force in WWE. I think Solo Sikoa has had a taste of power, and he's not gonna give it up, Edge elaborated. And if Roman thinks he can just waltz back in and reclaim what's his, he's in for a rude awakening. This isn't the bloodline he left, it's a new empire, and he may not have a place in it. Roman's WrestleMania 41 opponent? The bigger question remains, who will Roman Reigns face at WrestleMania 41? If Edge's prediction holds weight, it may not be Cody Rhodes or even The Rock, it could be Solo Sikoa himself. Fans have debated the possibility of a Reigns vs. Sikoa main event, with the match centered around the ultimate betrayal. Solo has always been seen as Reigns' silent enforcer, but now he has a chance to fully step out of his cousin's shadow. The story writes itself, the former tribal chief returning to reclaim his seat at the head of the table, only to realize that his own family sees him as the past, not the future. "There's something poetic about it," Edge said. "Roman was the one who dictated who was worthy in the bloodline. Now, what happens when Solo Sikoa is the one deciding Roman isn't worthy anymore?" If this scenario plays out, it could be one of the most emotional, high-stakes matches in WrestleMania history. An alternative shocker, The Rock's involvement. While the idea of Reigns vs. Sikoa is compelling, Edge threw another shocking possibility into the mix, The Rock returning to solidify the next generation. What if The Rock isn't coming back to help Roman, but to make sure he stays down? Edge speculated. The last time we saw The Rock, he was still part of this bloodline business. Maybe at WrestleMania 41, he's there to make sure Roman Reigns doesn't get back on top. Could The Rock play a part in Roman's downfall? It's not far-fetched. The bloodline saga has always been about power, family, and betrayal. If The Rock believes Roman's time is over, he might align with Solo Sikoa in the new version of the bloodline to ensure Reigns never rises again. How fans are reacting. WWE fans are split on Edge's prediction. Some believe Roman's return will be met with triumph, leading to another championship reign. Others, however, think WWE may be setting the stage for his greatest downfall yet. On Twitter, fans shared their thoughts. Roman vs. Solo would be a masterpiece. Imagine Paul Heyman having to pick a side. If Rock comes back just to bury Roman, I'd be shocked. But also, it kinda makes sense. Edge has been in the game a long time. If he's predicting Roman's downfall, we better listen. It's clear that Edge's words have added fuel to an already intense discussion. Final thoughts, is Edge right? While nothing is confirmed, Edge's prediction does hold weight. The landscape of WWE has changed dramatically in Reigns' absence. The bloodline has evolved beyond him. By the time WrestleMania 41 arrives, Roman may find himself facing a completely different battle than he ever expected. Whether it's Solo Sikoa betraying him, The Rock ensuring his legacy fades, or a shocking twist no one sees coming, one thing is clear: Roman Reigns' return to the top won't be easy. And if Edge's prediction is correct, it may never happen at all. "They wanted me to be Roman Reigns," 39-year-old WWE star responds to recent backlash ahead of major title match at WrestleMania. A major WWE superstar has fallen victim to immense criticism leading up to his massive championship match at WrestleMania 41. The 39-year-old has now addressed the backlash following this week's Raw. Jey Uso won the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match to punch his ticket to the Showcase of the Immortals. The Samoan star is now set to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship next month. However, a portion of fans and critics online are expressing dissatisfaction with this booking and WWE's creative direction. During an appearance on the Raw Recap podcast, the Yeet Master recalled that during the early Bloodline days, fans wanted him to be like his cousin, Roman Reigns, and their strong support fueled his confidence for his singles run. The former WWE Intercontinental Champion asserted that the Bloodline arc represented his best work in response to negative feedback regarding his solo career. "Run that whole Bloodline story back from day one. You'll get lost in the sauce like everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me to be Roman Reigns, like, fans, cheered for me hard. There was never no backlash at that moment. So I kinda know how to move and groove with the game. Hell yeah, it resonates with me, because that was my best body of work, for real, and that gave me the confidence to do the singles thing. It gave me confidence on the microphone, it gave me confidence in front of the camera," he said. From 31:59 to 32:38. Jey Uso comments on concerns about his wrestling abilities in WWE. Main event: Jey has suffered awkward botches in the last 2 episodes of Raw. This has led to many doubting the 39-year-old star's wrestling skills just days before his WWE World Heavyweight title match against the Ring General. Speaking to Sam Roberts and Megan Morant in the same episode, Jey Uso admitted that numerous wrestlers were more skilled than him, yet he remained in a top position in the company. "I feel like I act, and everything is 10 out of 10 for me. They're gonna pick me apart right now, because I'm in this position. Oh, he can't do this, he got 3 moves, he got 4 moves, or some real stuff. If we really want to be honest, though, there's a whole bunch of dope wrestlers way better than me, but they're not at the top. They got 20 moves, y'all can do all that, but they are not in my position," he added. From 32:39 to 33:03. Fans will have to wait and see if the Yeet Master will dethrone Gunther to secure his first ever World Championship in the company at the Show of Shows in Las Vegas. The road to WrestleMania has always been paved with controversy, but for one 39-year-old WWE star, the criticism has never been louder. With a major title match looming on the horizon, the veteran competitor found himself at the center of heated debates among fans and critics alike. The reason? Many believe that WWE has been positioning him as the next Roman Reigns, a comparison that he isn't too thrilled about. After weeks of mounting backlash, the superstar finally addressed the situation in a candid interview, setting the record straight about his journey, the expectations placed upon him, and why he refuses to be a carbon copy of the tribal chief. The controversy: are they trying to create another Roman Reigns? The WWE Universe thrives on strong opinions, and this year's WrestleMania season has been no exception. The 39-year-old WWE veteran, who has worked tirelessly to reach the top, now finds himself in a World Championship match at the grandest stage of them all. But instead of celebrating the moment, many fans have criticized WWE for supposedly trying to mold him into another Roman Reigns. Social media has been flooded with comments comparing his push to Roman's historic rise. Some fans argue that WWE is desperately trying to recreate the magic of the Bloodline saga, while others believe that his promos, presentation, and booking have been too similar to Reigns' dominant run. "I'm not blind to what people are saying," the superstar admitted in an interview with WWE's digital team. "They wanted me to be Roman Reigns. That's the narrative they're pushing, and I get it. But let me make one thing clear, I'm not Roman Reigns, and I never will be. I don't want to be." His journey, a decade in the making. For years, this veteran competitor had struggled to reach the pinnacle of WWE. While Roman Reigns had been anointed the chosen one by WWE officials early in his career, this star had to grind through setbacks, character revamps, and countless injuries. It wasn't until recently that the company fully invested in him as a main event player. "I've been in this business for nearly 2 decades, he continued. "I've seen the highs and lows. I've been told no more times than I can count. And now, finally, when I'm in a position to fight for a world championship at WrestleMania, people are telling me that I don't deserve it. That I'm just another Roman Reigns clone? That's disrespectful, not just to me, but to the journey I've been on." His rise has been a slow burn, filled with moments of brilliance but also periods of obscurity. Unlike Roman, who was propelled into the main event scene early in his career, this superstar had to wait for his moment. The WrestleMania Showdown, his chance to prove the doubters wrong. WrestleMania represents the culmination of years of hard work. And this year, he's set to challenge one of WWE's top champions in what could be the most significant match of his career. The stakes couldn't be higher, but with the growing comparisons to Roman Reigns, the pressure has only intensified. "Roman is one of the greatest WWE champions of all time, and I respect everything he's done. But I'm not stepping into that ring to be Roman Reigns. I'm stepping into that ring to be me. To carve out my own legacy," he said passionately. His opponent, a dominant champion who has held the title for over a year, has been equally dismissive of the criticism. When asked about the comparisons, the champion had a blunt response. "The people talking on social media don't know what it takes to succeed at this level. They want to tear someone down before they've even had their moment. That's all this is," the champion said. Fan reactions: a divided WWE Universe. As expected, the WWE Universe remains split. Some fans believe the veteran competitor has earned his spot and deserves the opportunity, while others continue to insist that WWE is forcing him into a Roman Reigns-style role. "I don't care if they push him like Roman or not. He's one of the best wrestlers on the roster, and he should be in the main event," one fan tweeted. Another fan, however, was less enthusiastic. "WWE is just trying to copy-paste Roman's story with this guy. It's so forced. No one is buying it," they wrote. Regardless of where fans stand, the one certainty is that all eyes will be on this match at WrestleMania. If the veteran competitor wins, it could be the moment that silences the doubters. If he loses, however, the criticism will only grow louder. His final message before WrestleMania. As the interview wrapped up, the superstar had one last message for the WWE Universe. "At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what happens inside that ring. People can compare me to Roman all they want. They can doubt me, criticize me, or try to discredit my journey. But when that bell rings at WrestleMania, I'll be fighting for something bigger than social media opinions. I'll be fighting for my moment. My legacy." With WrestleMania just around the corner, one question remains: will he prove the critics wrong and capture championship gold, or will the comparisons to Roman Reigns overshadow his biggest opportunity? The world will find out soon enough.